And hello, everyone. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the return of Wild Weekly here on Branden Plumley television. This is episode number 86 of Wild Weekly. Long time no see, ladies and gentlemen. I missed doing Wild Weekly ever since episode number 85 that I think we did in 2017. But ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is episode number 86. Nothing has changed, but there will be some changes coming to Wild Weekly, including what you guys see right now. Anyway, I am Remix Plum, and we're going to talk about this whole thing about my stage name and how, about that. But before we get to that, I have a special guest joining me on Discord, and we want to officially welcome to Vlog Weekly in 2018, the first Vlog Weekly of 2018. Here is Luke Jeffers. So, hey, Luke, let's introduce you.
Well, guys, as I'm currently getting prepared to go on vacation tomorrow, and yes, Friday's Jays Shortify was a big hit. After these formal episodes, we're going to hit the 200th episode of Friday's Blue Jays 295, so be prepared, guys.
Luke, thank you for that. And so, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't have my headset, but anyway, I just want to do something that way we can. Don't want to spill my my Pepsi thing, because otherwise it's going to be all over the place, and I'm going to be sad and crying, but we don't have time for that crap. Yeah, so we don't have time for that crap. But anyway, guys, I know you guys are wondering how come my mic sounds so. Yeah, well, I mean, why does it sound like I'm some tin can from outer space? Well, it's because, this is going to be for temporarily. I don't plan on having this permanently, but it's only for temporarily. Because, as you guys know, I am not a huge fan of cheap mics. I never have been, never will. I am done with those kind of crappy microphones. The microphone that I'm going to be getting, guys, is going to be awesome, and it's going to be by Blue Microphones, because I plan on getting myself a $69, yes, that's correct, $69 Blue Snowball microphone. And the reason I'm getting that, because I'm going to use that for streaming the stuff on YouTube and on Twitch, because that's, what I'm going to use it for, because I'm a Twitch streamer, I'm a YouTube streamer, and I can use it for everything else. So for $70, you can't go on with it, and I'm going to buy myself the neon green color, because I like green. Green's my favorite, and, there's nothing bad about it.
There's nothing bad about it at all.
And I'm going to do the whole microphone thing, so I'm going to be on the mixer, because there's a lot of background noise, because this microphone picks up background noise, because it's not a cardioid mic, it is a bidirectional, which means it not only picks up my audio in this room, but it picks up everything else in the room, including the kitchen. So this microphone's very sensitive to that. But like I said, I'll do whatever I can to do it, because it's going to be crowd hefty moment, because it is the return of Vlog Weekly. So if you hear that, everybody, well, like I said. So anyway, before we get started, just want to say some things. We're going to have Chris Kennedy on. In fact, I should call Chris Kennedy, because if I don't, he'll probably spank me like, dude, how come you did not add me to your call? I mean, And you see, guys, this is what I miss. This is what I miss doing about Vlog Weekly, is being funny and having a smarty pants attitude, all right? And that's how we roll here on Vlog Weekly. Nothing about politics are ever going to be talked about or discussed on Vlog Weekly, because that's something that I get sick and tired of listening to every time that I read the news, and I'm sure Luke is too, and I just get fed up with it. So no politics are ever going to be talked about on the show. All right, yeah. So that's number one. All right, so that's number one. And number two, how things are going to be for Vlog Weekly for future episodes. As you guys clearly saw, as we got prepared for Vlog Weekly, you guys had saw this, the famous now loading screen. And you guys are going to see that on every episode of Vlog Weekly. The reason why I'm doing this is so that way we don't accidentally say, like, that we accidentally, say a bad word. And I want to make sure that it doesn't happen, and I make sure that I mute everything on the mixer, so that way you guys only see this and you don't hear me or Luke or anybody else talking. Then that way I won't end up getting, saying a bad word, because we're going to talk about that too coming up, about Microsoft's thing about offensive language thing. So we're going to talk about that coming up. So I think you guys are going to like the whole idea about the now loading screen. And like I said, this is the first episode I am streaming this at 480p. So no longer am I doing HD 720p because it takes a lot of bandwidth. And I think 480p will be just fine for everything for Vlog Weekly. So that's going to be for the future ahead for Vlog Weekly. So again, guys, I'm always looking for the feedback. And if you have feedback about Vlog Weekly, please let me know, because your feedback really does help the show. Because I wanted to say that I wasn't going to cancel Vlog Weekly, but that's not going to be the case because I'm going to keep Vlog Weekly. It's just with a new show that I got planned doing, and I'm very excited about that too. And I just can't focus on everything all at once, so it has to be one or the other. So that's going to be it on that. So Luke, what are your first impressions about the sort of a reboot of Vlog Weekly?
It was amazing, first of all. Second of all, when it comes with new Vlog Weekly episodes, like this one, for example, it was amazing when I first heard about the news reports coming out. But, I was just thinking that, number one, it was kind of the amazing type of thing. I know it's to talk about pop culture, and two, I know we're going to talk about this in the episode of Vlog Weekly, but we're going to talk about this in a different type of way, but it has to do with YouTube shooting. But, that's the pop culture we're going to talk about in this episode. But it's a sad feeling that we're going to talk about in the episode, but, things change when it comes with this YouTube shooting, but, and, as Brian mentioned on this Vlog Weekly thing last week, yes, we're going to talk about the sequel of Top 10 of LHBM Moments, That's going to be happening next week, so stay tuned for that.
And don't worry, guys, I got my mic muted, so. I apologize about that, guys. So anyway, yeah, so there you go. So Vlog Weekly, guys, is just something awesome, and I'm very, very happy that that I can do Vlog Weekly again, and with my friend Luke Jeffers to help out with the show. Because guys, like I said, he's not going to be appearing on this show every other episode often, and that's why that I'm also going to have C. Kennedy to be part of the show, and for him to be on future episodes. So that way, if Luke can't come on for any reason, either sickness or being extremely busy with multimedia projects, then it's always going to be a great idea to have C. Kennedy to help out with the show, because it's just going to strengthen Vlog Weekly to the very next level this year. So that's something I'm always very happy about, because like I said, C. Kennedy, did a podcast with Warner, and I don't know whatever happened to that show. And and just hearing him doing a professional podcast, it means that it's something in my eyes that this is a guy that did a really good job doing podcasting, and we just got to have this dude on because he's awesome. Because we haven't had C. Kennedy for a long time. I want to say during Take Your Pit Live days, to where he was a contestant and he made a debut on Take Your Pit Live. So this is going to be the first appearance episode of Vlog Weekly and all the episodes of Vlog Weekly. So that's going to be awesome too. So
it's going to be amazing, yeah.
So there you go. So if I don't add him to the call, I think I won't be able to change my poopy diaper to the next episode of Vlog Weekly. I know, it's just nasty. But so yeah, guys, again, like I said, you have to put up with the microphone that I'm using right now, only for temporarily, because I'm gonna do something about it, guys. Because like I said, I used to have a show a Shure Beta 58A microphone, and sadly to say, folks, I no longer have that microphone. So, but however, though, I do have a program here that I use on Hangar Remix Plum, which there'll be an episode tomorrow, by the way. The program I use is called Farrago, which is by the same dudes who made Audio Hijack, and the one that Luke has on his computer, which is called Loopback. This one's a really nice program. For $40, I can insert my own MP3s, have sound bites, if you will. So let's say if Luke says, like spin, and we'll play this. Boom! There you go. You heard that, everybody. I don't know if Luke heard it, but that's the sound of the gong. And,
yeah, I heard it.
Alright, I'll play it one more time. That way you guys did a good glimpse. Because I might buy this program.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, you like that, did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if we have something like we made a boo-boo on an episode of Vlog Weekly, well, you guys are going to probably hear something more like this. And that's the sound of a car crash. Or if we make a funny thought joke, or we did something like an epic fail moment, well, we're going to have this epicness moment for you right here. And we kind of missed it on Google Plus Hangout After Effects, or whatever it's called. Let's play that. Yeah, the sound turbo. Oh, man. Can't get enough of that one. Now, can you guys? I'll play it again so you guys can hear it in its glory.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, I'm telling you guys, this program is awesome. So, I might buy this software for podcasting and for stuff like this, on YouTube streaming, Twitch streaming, everything else. Because this is a great program from Logan Amoeba, and it's $40. So, like I said, I'm pleased with this program. Like I said, if Luke says spin, well, there you go. Or if we have a bit of an incident or something like that, which we will never have on Vlog Weekly, but if we do, then we'll have this now. Ouch. Or if someone has a very exciting announcement they want to share with us, we'll play this. Yeah, so there you go. And that's it on the whole thing. So anyway, so that's that on that side of things. And like I said, guys, Sunflower hasn't been working too well for me because every time I try to put in an HDMI, it keeps getting me the not responding kind of thing. So it's either they're not going to update the software, or I have to get Loopback in order to do all this. And I don't have the money for Loopback right now, but Sunflower is the free alternative till I can get Loopback.
Yeah.
Because I am actually using this as we speak to do Discord, because I have Luke on Discord. Though if there's some things that if Discord doesn't work well for either of us, then we'll use Skype to do the show. That way we can do the show on time and not have to, faulting around getting Sunflower to work correctly.
Agreed.
So that's something, that we gotta fix too. So anyway, so yeah, guys, it's a warm welcome to Vlog Weekly. I miss doing this show. I know Luke misses this, and I know that he wanted to see Vlog Weekly last year. And like I said, guys, I had my ups and downs, as you guys know, and I still continue to have these ups and downs. But like I said, 2018 for the most part hasn't been so well, but I'm hoping I can stay positive with a lot of things and get back in to do what I love. So that's something I want to continue to do, folks. So like I said, I miss you guys so much, and it's great to come back and doing Vlog Weekly, because I miss doing this stuff for you guys, and you guys are going to see this every other Friday. So that's the other big announcement. and that is Vlog Weekly would not be streamed every other Friday. Would not be streamed every Friday, I should say. Excuse me. But when Friday does come, I will continue to do this show every Friday. But when Friday does come to We Met Plum Television on Twitch, then that's gonna be applied. And so I can't tell you guys when the show's gonna be because I don't know when it's gonna happen. It may be summer, it may be the fall of 2018. I don't know yet. So as soon as I let you know, you'll be the first to know. So we're gonna do this every Friday until Friday happens. The Summer Jam Party is going to return too, and I'm not going to go into whole detail on that. But what I will say is, if we have a 2-hour show that we gotta do, then you guys are gonna have to miss out Vlog Weekly because there won't be any Vlog Weekly because of the Summer Jam Party. Because I need to get back into that because we didn't do Summer Jam Party 17 at all. We did not do it at all because there was no internet and no nothing. So hopefully this year, it's just going to be the greatest thing ever for our 15th anniversary of We're One. Like I said, this is our 15th year at of We're One. And if we don't do the Summer Jam Party, then this is going to be a monstrous disaster for the entire team who worked very hard for the Summer Jam Party.
Yeah.
Just so disastrous. I'm telling you, just sad. So.
It is sad.
But so hopefully 2018 will work out for me. Yes, we'll have C. Kennedy in a minute because like I said, I don't need to be shy about having another guest with me because that's not who I am. So we're gonna have C. Kennedy coming on the first time ever he'll be joining us. So anyway, the other change to Vlog Weekly I want to say is I'm not going to be using my personal name anymore. So from now on this episode and future episodes, I want everybody on this, for streams only, not for, outside the streams, you can still call my name or whatnot. But for streams and stuff, I want you to address me, politely, alright? I'm not going to be, I want you to address me as Dash. No, I'm going to be like, address me as this, alright? So I want you guys to address me as We Met Plum, my stage name. Address me that, and there you go. Oh, hang on, guys, I gotta mute the mic. Alright, guys, hang on. Alright, well, here's the controller, the switches over there. Alright, hang on, guys. Alright, guys, I'm sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back, guys. So, Luke, what do you think about the name change?
It was awesome.
Calling me We Met Plum on a stream rather than my actual name.
It was amazing. Well, I still want to call you Matt Plummer than just Plum. It was amazing.
Well, I mean, you can still call me Matt Plummer. It's just, it's just, for the streams and stuff. But outside the streams, you can, call me Matt Plummer still. But, just for streams, because, We Met Plum is everything about me, I try to do music, but I'm not good at it. But I love to learn and do music, because like I said, I have experience. Okay, I don't have experience about making music, but the reason I have that name and why I created it is because, I'm into chiptune music, listening to video game music. That's my biggest influence. And other music that I listen to as a big influence. But chiptune music, is the big thing. And electronica and all that other stuff. But like I said, we won't get into detail about that. So, but yeah, so We Met Plum and everything in between. So, that, my friends, that's pretty much everything we have to talk about for Vlog Weekly, from, the changes and everything, and I hope that you guys can continue to watch Vlog Weekly every Friday on Branden P television, because I want you guys to be here because without you guys, Vlog Weekly wouldn't be here. You
Agreed.
know, so I want you guys to continue your support. And by the way, we want to also mention we're probably gonna eliminate games entirely, but but like I said, if there's something that I want to do, if I get bored, we need to do something really cool for an episode, then I might consider doing that, because that was the whole thing about Vlog Weekly. But we're gonna do something a little bit more fun than that. But what I really want to do in this case, I want to get my board game, if I will. I want to get my hands-on copy, if you will, of the board game Sorry, because that's the game that I miss playing and I miss doing on YouTube, because that was a big thing. I don't remember what episode it was on Vlog Weekly, or if I did it at all, but I really want to get Sorry and do this for you all for Vlog Weekly. Make that as a special. I mean, for crying out loud, that's something I considering doing.
Agreed.
I mean, because I miss playing Sorry, because every time I draw the Sorry card, then that person is not going to be happy at me, but they're going to feel this. Yeah, I know, sad. But I'm being real for you guys, alright? So, there you go.
We're being weird. God. Oh.
And yeah, guys, I just want to mention, the thing I did on Luke's show today, which was episode 195. Made all the funny fault jokes.
Yeah.
Especially, I said word bank, I said word fault, which is kind of funny. I don't know what else I said. Oh yeah, I don't know what else I said about 52,169 joke, but blah blah blah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen the episode, if you missed it, it was about paying tribute to the guy that played Tinky Winky in Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Which he died in 27. Oh wait, did he die this year or last year? I think it was last year. I'm not positive.
18 of January.
Oh. Well, either way, I don't know because but anyway. So yeah, he passed away, and I like Tinky Winky. Not a lot of people like Tinky Winky because of the controversy of him having a puss, a woman's puss, if you will, Purse. So kind of sad
Yeah.
that he passed away. And I like Tinky Winky. I don't care what anybody says. Although my all-time favorite Teletubby, like I said on the stream, is without a doubt Dixie, with his hat, his iconic hat. He's just cool. He's probably my favorite Teletubby. Period. If you ask me.
Yeah. Like all four of them. It amazed me as a child growing up.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show. And by the way, this is episode 86 for Friday, April 6th, 2018. The first Vlog Weekly of 2018. And we got some stuff coming your way. And like I said, the show is not going to be 3 hours in length or 5 hours in length. So it's going to be anywhere between 90 to 120 minutes, depends. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and let's bring C. Kennedy to the midst, and we'll have him introduce him, and a warm welcome to him, too. And hang on.
What happened?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Okay, guys, I apologize about that. There. Okay, now that door's shut. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our very first, his first appearance on Vlog Weekly for the first time ever. Let's give a warm welcome to C. Kennedy, which you can find him at C. Kennedy Games on Twitch.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Alrighty, so this is the first time ever that we have him on Vlog Weekly. Now we haven't had C. Kennedy ever since we did Take Your Pit Live when he was a contestant of Take Your Pit Live.
How you doing, Remix? Can you hear me, Remix?
Wait, come again?
Can you hear me, Remix?
Oh, but anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, and like I said, I have a really cheap microphone, so you may not be able to hear me that well because I don't have an awesome microphone. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, guys, this is the first time C. Kennedy is on the program on Vlog Weekly.
It's time for me getting used to this, pardon me.
Yeah, and like I said, we haven't had C. Kennedy in a long time on my YouTube channel, ever since Take Your Pit Live days when he was a contestant. And I think he didn't win,
right.
which was sad, but...
Always be next time.
So, but yeah, so we'll probably have him as a contestant again when Take Your Pit Live returns. Because he was the contestant for the all Easter egg hunt special that me and Luke did, and he won $30,000 as a runner-up. So Luke, what do you say about that win we had on the Easter egg hunt, especially on $1 million that you and I won? Luke, can you hear me? Oh no! What's going on? Oh, I feel like sound. Oh no, looks like. Okay, hang on a minute. Yeah, I think I gotta fix this. Stupid thing. Alright. Anyway, Luke, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Okay, why is this not working? Oh my god, Soundflow, what are you doing to me? Oh my god, Soundflow, what are you doing to me now? Are you kidding me right now? Alright, Luke. Can you hear me, Luke? Oh, I think I lost Luke. Okay, I got you now, Luke. Alright. What the heck's going on? Okay, this is not working. Boy, don't you just love it when this has to happen on Vlog Weekly?
Yeah.
See, guys? Alright, there we go. Okay. Sorry, Luke, I'm having SoundCloud difficulties. Again, it's just SoundCloud was kind of messing me up. So I apologize.
You're fine.
Okay, alright, now I got you.
It's just the SoundCloud thing is just too slow for your computer.
I don't know, but, well, it's the best I can do. Because without SoundCloud, it won't pick up your audio or Chris's audio, so, sorry about that. So, anyway, Luke, what were you saying about Till You Put Live? I don't know what's happening, folks, with Discord.
I'm in shock right now when I won $1 million, you know?
Okay, good. Now I got you. Alright, guys, again, Soundflower is kind of kicking my butt right now. I apologize. Alright. Yeah, I know, $1 million, yeah. That was really awesome. Although not so good for Billy Moody, because he, I'm afraid he got a game over after like 5 strikes or something. Yeah, a little car crash. Okay. Yeah, a lot of car crash going on. Like, oh my god, you know. But anyway. Okay. No. Alright. What is going on with Soundflower? Yeah. Alright, well, we're not going to keep you waiting, everybody. Because apparently I'm having a little bit of a problem with Soundflower. Yeah. Yeah, probably just breaking up and everything. So anyway, I think I did had one movie review, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did. I don't know. But yeah, I think before we do our movie review, well, this Discord thing making me mad right now. Alright. I just want to make sure that everything's working because if I'm always going to continue to have problems with Discord, and then I'll probably just do Skype and forget about using Discord for Log Weekly, because it's just the kind of thing that I don't like, is not being able to hear because Sunflower wants to mess up with Discord or whatever. I don't know. Alright. I know, Luke. I just have, it just wants to play a game of chicken. What the heck? Okay. I don't know what that was all about. But whatever. Oh, it's IGN messing up. Okay. I guess we won't go to IGN for that. Because we got all first news in Vlog Weekly number 86. And by the way, guys, we have a new top 10 for today. So that's going to be exciting for today. The new top 10. I'm sure Luke is very excited, and Chris, he's probably going to be excited. Because I'm thinking about, for top 10, we need to do like a top 10 Atari 2600 stuff. That's something we need to come up with for a future episode. There we go. So Atari 2600 stuff. I don't want to give any spoilers about what my number one is, because I want to keep that a surprise, a secret.
Yeah.
I think for like 87 or 89, I think we need to do like a continuation of Luke's greatest moments that we did on 73. We probably need to have a sequel for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because there's, like I said, there's nothing better about that. what else do I want to say? Now I'm just my brain's like, dude, you forgot something. What are you gonna say now? Well, gee, I don't know, Sherlock. But yeah, Sherlock Gnomes, yeah. Anyway, so like I said, we're gonna have one top 10 coming, and it's gonna be great. All right, so first story here in the 2018. Let me disable that, and let me know if you guys can see this. Okay, yeah, Sherlock Gnomes. Haha. But anyway, okay, let me hide this. Oh, what is it doing? All right, what's going on here? There's always something I just. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, always on top. Well, let's turn that off. Because OBS is blocking my top bits, my news. Whoops! Don't do that. There we go. It's like a deja vu moment on Vlog Weekly where it just wants to play a game of cat and mouse, and cat always wins, and the mouse gets eaten up. Oh my god! All right, I'm going too extreme, folks. I'm sorry. It's like Tom and Jerry style. Anyway, after the commercial success of Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, which I do not have, and I want to get it because I'm a huge fan of Crash Bandicoot, Activision is bringing back another classic PlayStation era character, and he happens to be my favorite and my favorite PlayStation game of all time, Spyro the Dragon. So there you go. So Spyro Reunited Trilogy is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on September 21st, and it's going to be for $40 when it comes out. I am very excited about this collection. The collections include the first 3 games of Spyro. Spyro 1, which is Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon in remastered form. These 3 games were originally developed by Insomniac Games, which they moved on to create the most popular game of all time, Ratchet and Clank, and now it's developing Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. So I don't know. Cheers for Spider-Man. Hip hip hooray.
Yeah.
Anyway, developer Toys for Bob, which they made Skylanders. If you guys heard of Skylanders, I like Skylanders a lot. I don't have the games, but I like Skylanders in general, especially Skylanders Academy, which has been an awesome show on Netflix, and I want to watch season 2 of that. But anyway, Toys for Bob is going to be creating this. They're going to be developing it of the remastering duties. So this trilogy has been remade from the ground up, Activision said in a press release, with improved environments, updated controls, brand new lighting, and recreated cinematics. The remaster will also feature a cast of characters that have been creatively reimagined with additional flair. So they promise full analog support. That's good, and smooth camera handling, and a reimagined version of the composer's soundtrack, which that's my favorite part of the game, is the soundtrack by Stuart Copeland, who was the drummer for the band The Police. I hope they don't mess it up, because I love the soundtrack to the original Spyro. I love the soundtrack. I hope they don't mess it up. So I'm just saying, for everybody on Vlog Weekly and my guests, I'm just saying. So that's it about that. So, and yeah, it's going to cost $40, which is awesome because I'm going to be getting it. So Luke, you happy about Spyro coming back? Okay. Yeah, we're having a little bit of a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, it's just still that thing where Discord just wants to mess up. All right, Luke. What do you think about Spylanders? What am I talking about? All right, I'm gonna mute the mic here real quick. Yeah, this is great news, Luke, for Spyro to come back. Because I've been wanting that for a very long time. Because Spyro is 20 this September. The very first Spyro the Dragon game on PlayStation, one of my absolute favorite PlayStation games of all time, is going to be turning 20. So, everybody didn't like Spyro the Dragon when it came out. For me personally, I loved it. It's my favorite game of all time on PlayStation. No doubt about it. So, no doubt about it. So that's Spyro Reunited Trilogy news. And as you were saying, Luke? Okay. And let's see what else that I can look up here on online as we're continuing on with the show. 4:43. Okay, good. All right. There. Sorry, guys. I know you didn't hear Loot, so I apologize about that. Let me do a sound test real quick. Okay, so it is Discord. So I am having problems with Discord. So it's not Soundflower, it's Discord I'm having problems with. But yeah, Luke, I think I know the problem. It's Discord not working correctly.
Crap.
I know. Because like I said, I played a sound test and it played. So Soundflower is not the problem. It's Discord. So I think what we're gonna probably do after this episode, I think we're gonna probably just switch and doing Skype because Skype works so much better than Discord. Though we're still gonna do still I'm gonna use Discord this year. So I'm only gonna use Skype, and I'm sure Luke will agree on this. To do Skype with Vlog Weekly and other streams that we're gonna do, and not use Discord because I think that's a bad idea. Like I said, I love Discord. It's just Discord's, I don't know. I just don't know what's going on with Discord. Because it does not want to work correctly. Alright, so let's see what else here that we have. As I am looking, and I'm playing hide and seek. Alright. I think I'm having a problem with Discord. Okay. What is going on with Discord? Alright. Let me do something real quick. Alright, big pain in the butt, I know. No. No, that's not working. Okay. But yeah, Luke, it's Discord that's messing up the Soundflower thing.
Yeah, it screwed us up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just for whatever reason I gotta keep going back to the settings and keep messing that, and it's just every time I do that, it just kind of not pick up any sound from Discord, and that's a little bit weird. I don't know why it's doing that, but maybe I just gotta turn off something. I don't know. Sound effects. would be disabled. No. Why would I want that? Yes, I do want to hide personal info. That's a no-no.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright. Hide instant invite links. Disable sounds. No. I don't want that on. Disable notifications. Yeah, I'm going to keep that off. Always a bad idea when you get a text message and you hear that ding, and then it ruins the stream.
Yes.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Because that's the worst thing that can happen when you're doing a podcast show or a stream like World Weekly, for example. You know, just that one message, that one ding of the sound, it's like, oh my God, it ruined it. I'm going bye-bye.
Yeah, I wish I could disable all that on my end.
I know, ain't that right, Luke? Yeah, I know. Alright. Did I accidentally close down? No, I didn't. Okay, good. I thought I closed down a web browser here. Alright, so what else do we have for news? For World Weekly number 86. No. Okay, I think we have another news story, Luke.
Good.
And this next story has to be with Super Smash Brothers, which I'm very excited about. Okay. I think I got it fixed. All right, Luke, you ready for our next story?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get it, and here we go. All right, Super Smash Brothers director says he's returning for a Switch sequel. And it says, please take care of yourself, Sakurai. I hope so, because of that tendonitis in his shoulder. Masahiro Sakurai, the longtime director of the Smash Brothers franchise, announced on Twitter he'll be back for the game's upcoming Switch entry. But considering how production on the last game affected his developer, he's openly discussed multiple times. It's surprising to hear that he's planning to return. Right now, we're just at the stage where we reviewed this game. But I have been working on this game in silence, day after day, he tweeted, according to translation from a fan site, Source Gaming. Yeah, a little bit of background going on. Please wait until we can release more info, or until release day. It is unknown what capacity Sakurai is working on the Switch version of Smash Brothers, Nintendo told Polygon. It has no comment. Whether his role may be, there are reasons to be concerned for how his involvement may affect his health. Oh, I'm telling you, Sakurai, don't push yourself too far, because, you know, we almost lost you during the Wii U version of Smash Brothers. Definitely don't want nothing happen to you. This is scary, Luke. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a problem on Discord. It's just breaking up. It's probably because I'm on Wi-Fi, which is not a good idea to stream. Oh, I can hear myself. Oh crap. Yeah, I can hear myself. What else? Following the release of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, Sakurai famously opened up in interviews in his frequent columns about just how taxing development on those games was. You could say it was all effort in the past to stretch out, keep pushing myself, and provide all these extra, what? Mills or whatever? Wound up, tightening the noose around in my neck and the future, Sakurai told Game Informer, and the months after the release of Smash Bros. On the Wii U, which, in my opinion, the greatest game ever made on Wii U, though I still don't like the Wii U. I like the Switch better. That's a dramatic way of describing working on a game, but considering Sakurai said was doing the work of multiple people all on his own, it makes sense that he felt at the end of his rope with the Smash Bros. Franchise. It didn't help that he also began to suffer from a serious physical condition as he worked on the first Smash Bros. Game. He described suffering from a shoulder pain. Yeah, that's what I said. Tendonitis in his shoulder. And joint pains. And I can hear myself again. That made it hard for him to use a controller or a mouse, especially to do things that required furious clicking. Oh. With Smash Brothers so reliant on button mashing, those symptoms made things way more complicated for the workaholic. Boy, it's just so painful that he has to go through that. So painful. Let's see. But Sakurai also maintained his interview from Game Informer that he has the inability to give up on something he feels committed to, even if his work on the Smash Bros. Franchise has become increasingly, don't know what that word is. I'm also having trouble picturing someone else taking my place and providing all this value-added content without me, he said. Whether Sakurai is simply a consultant or back in the director's chair, he's hoping he'll take a better care of himself this time around. Super Smash Bros. For the Switch is expected to launch in 2018. That's all we have on that, so no official date on that. Although a lot of feedback going on the side of things. Yeah, I did pretty good reading all of that, though I did stumble. Yeah, I kind of stumbled on that. But I didn't do too bad. Alright. I think I'm going to have to turn down the output volume. Let me see if this is going to help. So, Luke, do you think he needs to take care of himself well? Oh, I'm getting a lot of Discord notifications. Oh, Billy. Well, Billy, we're actually doing a stream right now. I am so sorry. Alright. Alright, Luke, you there? Okay. Yeah, Billy's on Discord. Well, I'm gonna talk to Billy when I get done streaming because Billy's just like a cancer. Yeah, again, guys, I do apologize about what's going on Vault Weekly because apparently there's a lot of feedback going on. I think it's Discord. that I'm having a problem of the whole sound quality of Discord, and I can hear myself. So I do apologize, guys, but this is the best way that I can do this show. Let me turn this down.
So great.
But other than that, Luke, we're doing really well on episode 86. Although we're having a bit of problems with Discord. Let me take my headset off. That way I can hear this and see what's going on Discord. Yeah, Chris, I'm sorry. I don't know. Discord's kind of messing up SoundCloud on my end.
Yeah, I understand.
It's just, yeah, it's, things happen, like when you're doing a podcast or doing a stream like this, things don't go as planned.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's the world of internet radio and stuff.
Yeah, just like the whole radio thing. Because like I said, if you thought techno difficulties were a thing of the past, no, because it can happen. My stream, Luke's stream, everybody else's stream. So don't think we have a little bit of techno difficulties, because that's always been a huge pain when us podcasters and streamers, do a show and then all of a sudden, things just go like a ping pong effect that, you try to hear the other person on the line and it just breaks up and it just makes no sense on that. So, it's just painful, I know, but it really is painful. So, Luke, I hate to ask this, but do you have headphones?
I have my headphones, but the Bluetooth is just turned off.
Oh. Yeah, because like I said, Luke, as soon as I get me a better mic, well, I don't know if it's the mic that I'm using, but I'm gonna get me like I said, a nice mic, that doesn't cost too much, and use that for streaming and use that for podcasting, because that's a great mic, the Snowball. And no, we don't encourage you users who have the blue Snowball to use it to throw at somebody, because it's not a snowball, okay? It's not like a real snow that you have a snow fight. No, this is a microphone that you put on the stand. So we don't want you using this to do snowball fights, because it will hurt you with this thing on. So I don't attend anybody to do that, all right? Because we don't want anybody getting hurt throwing snowballs at each other, because that's painful.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Luke? Because like I said, go outside and have a snowball fight. That's fine. But if you buy the snowball microphone, don't actually throw it at somebody, because it will hurt. It will hurt like a, keep it family friendly here. It will hurt like a mama, and I can tell you that right now. So don't actually do that, all right? Just go out and have fun snowball fights, because, that's what winter's all about. Going outside, making a snow angel, and, do snowball fights. All right, so that's Smash Brothers. Very excited about the Switch port. Because I watched Nintendo Direct when they announced it at the very end, and I'm like, wow, wait, are we getting Splatoon 3? And then all of a sudden, that Smash icon appears, and I'm like, yes, finally, we're getting a Smash Brothers game on the Switch. So very, very happy about that. Literally happy about that. And you know what else I'm happy about? Sonic Mania Plus. Oh, yes. I am very excited for Sonic Mania Plus. I have not played Sonic Mania game. I know Luke hasn't. Right, Luke? You haven't played a Sonic game like Mania? Have you played this Sonic game on PS4? the Sonic Mania?
For Sonic Mania, but not play it before. No.
Well, I have not played it. My friend Christian, who's on Facebook, he played it, and again, I haven't played this game, but I've seen videos of it, and oh my god, this is a Sonic game I've been wanting for years and years. That's something that Sega always needs to do. Because 3D Sonic games, as you guys know, it's just a hit and miss sometimes. It's just a hit and miss. So that's the problem. It's always been a hit and miss of the Sonic games, especially Sonic 06, which everybody hates that game.
Still.
You agree on that, Luke? Sonic 06? Because like I said, Sonic 06, the one thing I like about Sonic 06 was the cutscenes. You know, watching a movie out of it. That was probably the best thing of Sonic 06. But other than that, no. I mean, I can't play this because the controls are terrible. The loading times are ridiculous, and Sonic going way too fast. You can't control them. That kind of what killed the game is you can't control Sonic when he's automatically going at high rate of speed, like 69 gazillion miles an hour, and you can't keep up with this guy. Right, Luke? 69 gazillion. So, anyway, so like I said, Sonic 06, I like the cutscenes, but I do not like the game, and I do not recommend you play that, because I played it once on Xbox 360, and it was painful. It was extremely painful.
It was. It really was.
It's just, I'm telling you, again, the cutscenes I enjoy. I enjoy the cutscenes a lot, especially Silver the Hedgehog story, which I happen to be a huge fan of the character, and I like the story of Silver because there's one character in the game, and she is so awesome and so hot. Yes, I know. I'm gonna have that reference on this episode. But she actually, okay, I think her first appearance was Sonic Rush. I think for 2004, 2005-ish. And yeah, her name is Blaze the cat. My favorite character. Love Blaze. And yeah, she's in Sonic 06 along with Silver the Hedgehog. And it's kind of like a brother-sister kind of feel, if you will. And that's what's cool about Sonic 06, at least from that perspective. Having Silver and Blaze, you know, being kind to one another. That's why I always say on my streams and everything, though I took it from somebody else, that I can't say it because I stole it from somebody. But yeah, be kind to one another, you know, and those two really know to be kind to each other. You know, like I said. I mean, Lou, you agree on that? Be kind to one another?
Bits and pieces getting ready to agree on that.
Exactly. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I can tell you everything about it. And in fact, guys, I think I'll continue and I'll finish this for when I do Hanya Remix Plum tomorrow. So I'm going to talk about that in detail for an all-new Hanya with the Remix Plum tomorrow. Because that's going to be exciting for tomorrow. For a brand new month of April 7th. So there you go. Anyway, back to the news thing. And what do I have for the clock? Yeah, I know, right? Okay, well, I guess it won't tell me. Well, boo-hiss.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so as you guys know, Sonic Mania, it's already out. You can actually buy this game right now on PlayStation Store. So, Luke, good news for you because you have a PS4. Xbox Store on Xbox One. It's on Steam via PC. And it's on Nintendo Switch, which all three of us don't have. So that's sad for me because I don't have one yet. But like I said, guys, Sonic Mania is an awesome 8-bit game or a 16-bit game, but it's a 2D 16-bit game. I don't know why I say it's 8-bit. I mean, well, yeah, there was a Sonic 8-bit game, but that was like on the Sega Master System. Well, wait, no, it didn't. Well, yeah, the Sonic game that we had on the Master System, that I don't think it came out in North America. I mean, I can't be positive on that. I don't know, Luke, if you know about that either, but because I know you never heard of Sonic the Hedgehog. Am I right about that, Luke?
Oh, I've seen that Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. Where the heck am I? I'm at Sega.com. I don't want that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm on Sega.com. I'm like, dude, I don't want Sega.com. What is up with that? Okay, there it is. So, Luke, and I know everybody is very happy. I am happy about this. Sonic Mania Plus. Oh crap! What's going on? Oh, okay. Anyway, it's on Nintendo Switch, and I am very, very excited. You know, Luke, I think we need to talk about this because I am so happy that this game's coming out. And speaking of which, oh, okay, well, let's not go to Amazon.com because it'll show the address. We don't need to show everybody the address and stuff, so that is a big no-no.
Agreed.
And like I said, we do have a top 10 coming. Okay, it's 5:09 p.m. Okay, good. So we have a new top 10 coming, and I think that you, Luke and Chris, are gonna like the top 10 we have for today.
Yes.
Hooray.
Because I actually got it done, I think, today. I hope I didn't have any duplicates. But yeah, so it's an all new top 10 for this year. I'm thinking about what I'm going to be doing next for 87.
Yes.
So again, I'll see what I can do on that. So let's go to here, and hopefully there's no video that's gonna play on me, and I'm gonna be so angry. Okay. So this one I'm very, very happy about. Oh wait, don't you dare play that video! Oh my God, no, don't. I know, right? Luda's like, don't you dare play that video, because I'm trying to do a live stream, and I can't have Jurassic Park on my video. What's wrong with you? Though I don't like that movie. I don't care for that one. But I do want to see a movie by Steven Spielberg. It's getting certified fresh. The #1 movie in America right now, and that's Ready Player One. I want to see that movie really bad. Okay, well, let's see. Let's either go to Polygon or Distortoid. Let's try Distortoid. Boy, I'm drinking too much caffeine, folks. I'm sorry. I'm just so energetic for this episode of Loud Weekly. I just don't know what's going on with me. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, and the best thing about this is it's gonna be $30 when it comes out. Okay, so this afternoon at SSW, Sega has announced Sonic Mania Plus, an expanded version of the hit 4-back platformer, which I think I saw it on Instagram. That's how I knew about this. I went on to Instagram and I found Sonic Mania Plus as a physical release. I'm like, yes, I'm so yes, thank you Sega, yes. So very happy about that. Anyway, it's coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch this summer. Wait, PC as well? Oh yeah, digital download. Okay, yeah. But I'm so happy it's gonna be on PS4 and Xbox One as a physical form. Sonic Mania Plus features 2 new characters that we have not seen. Though they're in a arcade game called Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. And yes, it's true. Sega Sonic the Hedgehog back in 1993. I don't know why I'm holding my headphone like, hey guys, look at me. I'm Pac-Man chomping in my nose. Um, it's just so awkward. Why I gotta do that crap. But anyway, Sonic Mania Plus features two characters that we haven't seen since Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, and that is Mighty the Armadillo and Way the Flying Squirrel, which I think Way is such an awesome new character. Mighty the Armadillo, it's nice to have him back. So welcome back, Way and Armadillo. Oh, Mighty, I should say. Mighty. There are going to be bonus playable characters, a new encore mode that will give existing players another reason to go through Sonic Mania again. That's probably my favorite feature right there, is the encore mode. Okay, and I can hear myself again. 32-page booklet, which is nice, and a physical copy of the game. So if you get the PS4 and the Xbox version, it comes in a disc. Blu-ray disc, I believe. If you get the Switch version, you get it as a tiny little cartridge, which I think it's really cool, and I think it's better than the Wii U. And here's why: cartridges, yeah, they load much faster, and I think that's what Nintendo should have done with the Wii U. Went with cartridges. Now I know that's a controversy, especially from the N64 days, because like I said, everybody says the N64 is the greatest system ever made, and I agree. But a lot of people are scratching their heads about why do they went with cartridges instead of discs. Well, like I said, I don't know. So Lou, what do you think about that? About what I said? Okay. I think Lou had to step out. Oh. Yeah, you're there, Luke. Okay, good. Um, guys, I hate to say this. When the Nintendo 64 first came out, the N64 games cost $69. I know, $69. I think that was the most expensive Nintendo games that you can buy. Your PlayStation games were like $49 at the time, $50 when it came out. But the N64, $70 for a game. Who has $70 for an N64 game? You know, who had that kind of money back then? Ain't that right, Luke? It's just crazy. Um. Anyway, Sonic Mania Plus features. Oh yeah, I already read that. Expanded four-player competition, and it's gonna cost $30 for the new consoles. Okay. I don't know how much the rest of you care about reversible cover art. Well, hey, I care. Come on. The Sega Genesis style box makes the physical release super tempting for me. I think it's nice. Come on now. Now don't go out there and poo-pooing on the reversible cover. It's nice, all right? Sega's trying to do something, folks. I mean, be nice to them. I mean, don't go poo-pooing about this. No poo-pooing. I'm not gonna allow that. All right. So again, I'm not gonna allow poo-pooing on the show. Um, there you go. So again, it's really, really, really nice. And the stuff that we talked about on today's show, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be on VOD Weekly group on Google Plus. And guys, by the way, whenever there's a new episode of VOD Weekly, I'll be posting that on Reddit. So if you can come check me out on Reddit, which I am Wemits Plum over there. So that's where I'll be posting VOD Weekly. That way you guys can watch VOD Weekly on Reddit. That way you never have to miss VOD Weekly whenever I do go live on the air. because we want everybody to come and to enjoy the fun segments that we have on Vlog Weekly. So like I said, Reddit.com and check it out. Alright, so that's it on the Sonic Mania side of things. I'm telling you, I'm really excited of Sonic Mania Plus.
My favorite part is Jurassic World thing, which is my favorite movie, and besides Jurassic Park movies.
I just couldn't believe that game, N64 games would be $70. That's just crazy.
Oh.
Isn't that weird, Luke? Yeah, when the N64 first came out, those games cost $70, which is super crazy.
Money. What?
So the N64 game pack, those were the cartridges that Nintendo made. They went from 32-bit. Wait, what? What's going on here? Yep, Nintendo Switch. So, Luke, in your personal opinion, do you like discs or cartridges in video games?
Both, in my opinion.
Both. Well, for me, this is okay. I know a lot of people are gonna be upset with me when I say this, but I think cartridges are the way to go of games. The problem I have with discs is if you get a smudge fingerprints, then the game won't play anymore, and you'd be crying because the game won't play anymore because you have one scratch, one fingerprint.
Yeah.
So if I had to say, I would probably say, I would say cartridges. So I would say applaud Nintendo for making that decision to go to cartridges instead of traditional discs.
Yeah.
So Chris, what do you think? Cartridge or disc based?
I'm unsure. Actually, I want to say cartridge because I like the Atari cartridges. They date back to the Atari days and the Nintendo days and the Coleco, the Intellivisions, as well as the Sega Master System.
Mhm.
Keeping up with the old school.
Oh yeah, the Master System.
Yeah, and the optical disc. Actually, I've been reading this as we were going over. The optical disc. Yeah, you're right about how if you get a fingerprint smudge or a scratch worse off, then they don't play.
Yeah, and of course the very first cartridge we ever had, I think it dates all the way back to the 2600, if I'm not mistaken. Of the cartridges. And then Famicom, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's kind of tough, on whether we prefer discs in our games or cartridges. Well, the
Yeah.
advantage of having a cartridge is the faster load times. If you think of that.
But still.
So faster loading times. And I will say, yes, cartridges are more expensive than putting them on a disc. And again, that's what a lot of people were kind of criticizing, Nintendo about on the N64 is that the rather than having a CD or a DVD, they went to like cartridges. I think it made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the performance. Oh yeah, under $200. Ooh.
Ooh.
yeah, game packs are far more durable than compact discs. Yeah, that is so true. That is so true. I can't complain about that because yeah, CDs, yeah, they can scratch really easily, and if you accidentally step on it, then yeah, your CD gets cracked. So
Yeah.
so I agree about that. Copy protection, well, that's a different story. Um, Manufacturing time. Game packs took longer to manufacture than CDs. I did not know that. So what do they thought about the game packs? Did it say anywhere about the cartridges being $70 when it came out? I don't know. Because back
Wow.
then that was a lot of money for a video game. You would had to have a piggy bank to save for a game. I mean, and if we look back, if we look now to 2018, we have games that they sell for $60, which I think it's a little bit too overpriced, but not nearly as bad as the N64 was back at 70. So paying $60 for a full game, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
I mean, $70 was a lot of money for a game, or even $80. That's somewhat expensive because again, if you look back, oh yeah, another one, the Neo Geo. Oh boy, I mean, the Neo Geo console. Uh, I think the system was like $600, and the cartridges were like $250. Who had that kind of money for a game? $250 for a Neo Geo game. That's just crazy. I mean, 250 to $300 for a Neo Geo cartridge game. I forgot what the name of the Neo Geo system is that came out in the 90s, but that was a lot of money, and obviously the darn thing didn't sell well because it was expensive. The games were expensive. Nobody can afford that at the time. That was a lot of money.
It
That's like
was.
it's like trying to go out to an Apple store and get yourself an iMac, and you know that those things are gonna be heavily cost. Even the iMac Pro, which is $5,000. We don't have that kind of money. I mean, if you really want an iMac Pro, then you have to have a job, because otherwise you're never gonna get an iMac Pro because it's so expensive. Um, Wait, Nintendo 64. Okay. Yeah, Nintendo Switch. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll have to look that up because I do believe the N64 games cost, too much, I think. So we haven't had cartridges like this since the N64 days when everything went to discs with the Nintendo GameCube and to the Wii U, and then we went back to cartridges. So away Nintendo, I'm telling you, Nintendo Switch for me, guys. I'm telling you. I mean, the NES is always going to be my favorite. That would be my number one absolute favorite Nintendo system. So the NES for life is number one for me. I don't think nothing's gonna touch the NES because of the games and the fun factor of these games. And we reviving the video game crash of 1983. That's pretty much the whole thing. Because I think that's something we're going to talk about too, about Atari and stuff, especially the video game crash that took place in the 80s. So what do you think? Do you think that's something we need to do?
Yeah, still.
Because I'm telling you, I just don't understand why ET just, I'm telling you, went downhill as soon as they made it released in '82. And like I said, I watched a Netflix movie called Atari Game Over, and the guy that created the game had only 5 weeks to make the game. And then nobody really liked that game. It was a disaster.
It was.
And I was disappointed that here's a guy that had a million sales of his games, from like Y'all's Revenge on the 2600, Indiana Jones game, that one, and then I want to say Raiders, but I don't think that's right. I think it's a different movie. And then you got E.T. I'm like, E.T. was a disaster. And guys, I don't know if he did Pac-Man or not. I don't think he did because Todd Fly made that game. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was Todd Fly that made Pac-Man on the 2600 because that game is something else. Like I said, if you want to play the Weird Deal Pac-Man, play the NES version. Don't even bother with the Atari 2600. Yeah, it is Todd Fly that did the 2600. I don't know, Luke. I know, Luke, that you want me to play this game sometime on my Twitch channel, which you guys can find me, two channels actually. Game On Live channel, which is going really strong, 2,600 plus views. And I have another channel, Women's Plum Television, on Twitch. So you guys can check out either one. Because I might do Pac-Man for the Atari 2600. If you guys request it, I might play it, and I'll play it live at 480p resolution. So I might play the Pac-Man game on the 2600.
I'll tell you right now, I'm requesting that one.
All right. Well, you got it then. It was the best-selling Atari 2600 game of all time. It sold 7 million copies. And it was the best-selling home video game system when it was released. However, critics were considered among the worst video games of all time, criticizing its controls and visuals. Yeah, I played it. It's a decent game. It's not great, but again, it's playable. Again, the NES version, I would play that instead because that is the Weird Deal Pac-Man game on NES. That came out by Tangen and Namco. Tangen in 87 or 88, and Namco in 93. That was when the NES was kind of dying back in the late 90s. Yeah, and that's another thing I want to talk about too. I want to do the history of this kind of stuff because it just fascinates me on these gaming systems, like the 2600, the NES, the Sega Master System. And you know what? Nobody likes the Atari 5200. Why? Because of the god-awful controllers.
Yeah. I have some respect for it, but I'm not sure. I haven't played it that much.
So, like I said, I don't know. The controller, yeah, I know. I'm kind of stuttering because I don't know what I want to talk about. I'm like Jack in the Box who doesn't have a mouth, who don't know. I mean, who doesn't know what the next topic's gonna be. Yeah. So, but there you go. So yeah, the 5200. It's a good system. It's just the controller that killed it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can use a Sega Genesis controller with the 5200, but I know you can on the 2600, and it works really well. But I'm not sure if it works with the 5200. I don't think it does. The 7800, I mean, I think it did better than the 52, but again, the god-awful controls. Yeah. But anyway, so. But yeah, the 7800 had backwards compatibility with the 2600 games, which I think that was a huge selling point, is being able to play back the 2600 games. So there's a ton of 2600 games on there. Because I plan on doing a little bit of a chronicle, if you will, of Atari stuff on Twitch. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I'll think. I'll probably suggest it and think about doing that. Um. The port was boosted. Oh yeah. Atari 26. Okay. March 1982. So, Luke, what do you think about Pac-Man on Atari? Because I don't know what to say. But yeah, I'll play Pac-Man on the 2600. I'll probably do that on stream. Though like I said, my favorite Atari 2600 game of all time is Adventure. Love that game.
Venture.
And I like Tempest, but that's something else. So I'm gonna hold back the movie reviews that I had planned for today, guys. So I'm gonna hold that off and do that next week. So I'll come up with a movie review. I'll sit down and watch a movie, and I'll give you my thoughts about it on that movie review. Because like I said, after Friday comes, that show when it comes, I'm moving all of that onto my new show. So that means the movie reviews will be gone on Vault Weekly. So let's see if there's anything else here. Do what, Luke?
I said I agree.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all the news for today's episode, the return of Vault Weekly. SNK Anniversary Collection coming to Nintendo Switch. Well, welcome back, SNK. What are they bringing? Alpha Mission, Crystalis. Oh yeah, I remember that game. I like that game. Akari Warriors 1, 2, and 3. POW, Guerrilla War. TNK3. Vanguard. No Cane of Fighters? Huh. Because they're known for the King of Fighters game, taking on Street Fighter. I almost said Streets of Rage. That's Sega. I know, right, Luke? I almost said Streets of Rage, and no, it's not that. It's a Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Ouch. Oh yeah, and I have one other. Okay, I have one more news. And then we get to our top 10 and in the end of the stream of Vault Weekly. So for those of you who have a Nintendo Switch, please be careful. Because if you have a third-party Nintendo Switch cables and... Okay, so this is cables and docks. Make sure you be careful about that because there was an article... that I've read, I think I did on Henry Metz Plum, talked about a certain third-party dock could brick your Nintendo Switch without notice if you updated to version 5.0. And what do I mean by bricking your system, ladies and gentlemen? Paperweight, actually, not the tablet from Amazon. But paperweight, meaning that it's a ton of bricks and you have to throw it away because the darn thing won't work anymore. Anyway, the controller charging cable shown here is one of the best ways to charge the Switch itself from a USB-A output. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. We were overjoyed when we first found out that Nintendo was ditching its usual charging ports on their systems in favor of USB Type-C, which I love, by the way. I love USB Type-C. That needs to be on every product. I'm just saying. Yeah, so USB-C. Not all third-party charging cables are created equal, and picking the wrong one can lead to dead hardware. Yikes. Or longer than necessary charging times. That's a big yike right there. Wow. So all I gotta say, folks, make sure you get a certified USB Type-C cable, and if it says Nintendo Switch, then you can use it on Nintendo Switch. If it's not for Nintendo Switch, do not use. Otherwise, say goodbye to your Nintendo Switch. So that's a big no-no. Don't. So like I said, don't use any third-party stuff. Make sure you. Well, you have to obviously, but make sure you get the one that works with the Nintendo Switch and it won't mess up the Nintendo Switch itself. Cause that's a no-no. All right, don't do that. So Luke, should people be careful about the third-party stuff?
Well,
like the Switch docks?
Just agree. We'll see what happens.
But yeah, I would be really careful, folks, about getting a third-party Nintendo Switch docks, because like I said, if you have version 5.0, then chances are your Nintendo Switch could be bricked, and I mean paperweight. Oh, I'm gonna mute this mic.
Oh yeah, I mute that mic.
Alright. Anyway, don't buy a third-party dock for your Nintendo Switch. There's still too much risk. Yes, I agree. 1,069,000,000%.
Agree.
16. I know. It's just been a joke of the day. We can't get enough of that number. Anyway, Nintendo is advising owners of its Switch console to stick with the company's own, which means their Nintendo dock from Nintendo themselves. And here's why. Because, and beware of third-party alternatives, because the Switch launched a year ago, which was March 3rd, 2017. And a number of companies have produced docks that plug into the television and let you play on a big screen. Some are smaller and sleeker than Nintendo's, which makes them more appealing if you're traveling. They're often far less expensive than the $70 dock and the $90 dock that are sold by Nintendo. But trusting your $300 Nintendo Switch to a third-party dock seems like a questionable idea, so with the amount of risk. People who bought the third-party dock from Nitro have reported a range of problems. Some Switch devices permanently stopped recharging. Ooh, that's not good. While others get stuck in a boot loop. Ooh, no. And go blank and I'll brick completely. Ouch, that's not good. Not everyone meets those unexpected consequences. Yeah, well, why are you selling a third-party dock that are not... Oh my god, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, why are you selling a third-party dock and it's not licensed by Nintendo? You guys need to learn about that. I mean, come on. If it doesn't have the official Nintendo licensed product seal, then don't buy it. I'm warning you, alright? Don't buy it. If it doesn't have that seal, do not buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's not good. Sorry about that. Anyway, the one from Insignia have better reviews, but you still can find cases of them not working properly. Well, gee, I wonder why. As Kotaku notes, reports of damaged consoles seem to have ramped up after Nintendo updated the Switch to 5.0. Unlicensed products and accessories do not undergo Nintendo's testing and evaluation process, the company told Kotaku in a statement. They might not work at all with our game systems. Okay, so what am I saying is, why are you selling it if it's not licensed by Nintendo? I mean, why would you want to spend $300 on a awesome system and then you buy a third-party dock and then all of a sudden your Nintendo Switch becomes a paperweight? Don't do it, people. Don't waste $300 down the toilet. The Nintendo Switch is an awesome system. You don't need to, put it down the toilet, and because, just be careful when you go out and get a third-party dock. Be very careful. I'm just saying. These issues aren't new to the latest software, though. Okay. Yeah, I hope things move out in a year or two from the brick overheated switches. Yeah, I'm telling you, they need to stop doing that because that's really upsetting a lot of Nintendo Switch users. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, having your Nintendo Switch bricked on you, that's the worst thing can happen. Right, Luke? Because like I said, that's the worst thing that can happen on the Nintendo Switch. Having your Nintendo Switch bricked on you like that. That's very scary.
It's very scary. Excuse me.
Alright, so I think that's all the news we have for this episode of Vlog Weekly. So that was a lot of news we talked about on the episode. And I'm hoping on episode 88, I think I'm gonna have Luke Jeffers on Skype, then on Discord, because that way we won't have any snafus that we had today, back and forth of having problems. And then I'll have Chris again in the near future episodes on Discord, because I can hear him as much as I can with Luke. So I really don't know what's going on with that, but
Yeah.
maybe we'll do that on a future episode. That way we can clean up the audio from Luke.
Okay.
So, but anyway, guys, we're not done yet.
Yeah.
Because I believe, no, Fortune, we're not spinning the wheel on Wheel of Fortune, because that's gonna have to wait to the next time around. Getting Jones. And it's not the time for this. Ouch. Not the time for that. But what it is, though, however, is a top 10 that we like to do right now. And that's always going to be a tradition on Vlog Weekly, is doing top 10s. Because without top 10, ladies and gentlemen, well, like I said, I don't know what would happen if there wasn't no Vlog Weekly's top 10. So anyway, that's all the news we have, so I'm not going to bother open that up of Discord. Or not Discord, the web browser, what I'm trying to say. Let's see, where is it? Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, duh. There we go. I know, right? Alright, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is the return of Vlog Weekly's Top 10. So, Top 10 is here and it's back, ladies and gentlemen. And, this is a new design that I have. I created it with PowerPoint, by the way. So, it's totally new for this year of Vlog Weekly. And this week's Top 10 for Vlog Weekly number 86. It happens to be a famous franchise, if you well known. They're no longer making it. Well, they are making it, however, but the company that made them originally has been sold to Konami, which they're not doing well either. Anyway, the top 10 we have for you today is all about the games of Bomberman.
Hooray!
All the games of Bomberman, from the debut in '86 to the present. Because we have a new game coming out on PS4 and Xbox One that's coming out, and it's in the top 10. So here we go, and like I said, that's new too. And I kept that the same with the numbers. So let's start off with number 10 in our top 10 top 10 countdown. Try to say that 10 times fast. Number 10 is Bomberman 64 for the N64. Alright, number 9 is Bomberman Party Edition, which I had on PlayStation, but I no longer have that anymore. So that's Bomberman Party Edition. Number 8 is Bomberman Hero, that's on the N64. Have not played it, but I want to try it. It looks fun. Number 7, I already had that. Alright, yeah, I should have replaced that. Let's see, what would be number 7? Oh yeah, number 7 would be Saturn Bomberman. Probably the best game on the Sega Saturn. So, number 7 is Saturn Bomberman, not Bomberman 64, because I already had that. So, my apologies. Number 6 is Atomic Punk, which is a Bomberman game. They just call it that for some reason in North America on the Nintendo Game Boy. So that's called Atomic Punk for the Game Boy, aka Bomberman Portable. Number 5, Super Bomberman, which is on the Super Nintendo, that I have not played, but I want to play that sometime. Alright, number 4 is the new game that's coming out. That's Super Bomberman All for the PS4 and Xbox One. It's also on Nintendo Switch, though not exclusive anymore. So that's Super Bomberman All. Looks cool. I gotta play it. And you guys are gonna love the top 3 that I have for this top 10. Because number 3 is the original Bomberman on the NES.
My favorite.
So the original Bomberman from 80, well, actually it came out in 1989 on the NES. It came out in 89, even though it says 87. The game did not come out in 87. It came out in 89. So 1989 is when that came out. Number 2, this happens to be my favorite Bomberman, though it's not my number 1, but it is in number 2. Number 2 is the only game for the Sega Genesis, and that's Mega Bomberman. This game is awesome. Love this game, and the only game that Hudson Soft has made for the Sega Genesis. That's the only game we got. And I believe it was also a Sega Channel exclusive at one point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So that's Mega Bomberman. And now, number 1, this is my all-time favorite Bomberman game of all time. Because I kept playing this every time. I can't get enough of the game a lot. Because at number 1, it's the sequel, Bomberman 2. And that's my favorite Bomberman game of all time. I'll probably be playing that later on tonight when I get off work. And that is somewhat of a return because I had a little bit of a duplicate. But that's your top 10 for this week's Fall Weekly. So Bomberman 2 is my number one. And Mega Bomberman would be a close second of a Bomberman game that I enjoy. The other one I like is, like you said, the original Bomberman on the NES. I like the original one too, but I like Bomberman 2. Bomberman 2 is awesome. I love that game. It's a really good game. And by the way, that game came out in '93, and that game is hard to find. You know how much you want to spend if you want to get this game? $288. That's how much it is on eBay. $285. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Buying it in very good condition, $150. Come on, this game came out in '93. How am I going to expect to pay that kind of money for a game that came out in 1993 by Hudson Soft?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I know, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
I'm telling you, Luke, who would want to spend that kind of money on a NES game? You know, $288 for a new condition? I mean, come on. We don't have that kind of money. Especially for a game that came out in 1993, the late of the NES life cycle. I mean, just crazy.
It's crazy.
All right. Well, my friends, this will end today's episode of Vlog Weekly, number 86. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, guys, you had to wait so long for Vlog Weekly to come back. But now everything's back to normal, at least for the time being. Because I still got to get a new microphone. But other than that, this episode was a blast, despite of having some snafus on the Discord side of things. But it was a great episode, and I hope you guys come back for more. For when Vlog Weekly comes your way on episode number 87 next Friday. To be determined of the time. And there you go. So, anyway, so Chris, thank you for stopping by and helping out with the episode today.
Thank you for having me on here.
And we'll hope to have you on again for a future episode of Vlog Weekly. So, you're welcome anytime.
Just let me know when I'm there.
And Luke, I'm gonna explain the rules of Double Dare. I'll forget it. It's like I'm gonna explain the rules of word fault. If you spell out the word fault, you will win $6,900. If you don't, if you get 3 strikes, then I guess you don't get anything. Forget it. I know, Luke. That Double Dare joke, it really gets us. Like, I'm gonna explain the rules of Double Dare. Forget it. Oh my God. So anyway, Luke, go ahead, Luke, and let's wrap up this wonderful episode of Vlog Weekly.
The first thing is, you're welcome. The second thing is, well, folks, just a reminder, I was just getting prepared for some stuff for vacation break, which is coming up tomorrow. But I'm starting to film tomorrow, so be prepared, guys. I'm gonna start filming a trip to Jacksonville, Florida, for taping for There Are Always Kids Regard movie. So be prepared, guys. You won't miss a beat about that movie. So part 1 will be coming tomorrow. It'll be at least next week, I believe. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll be at Jacksonville, Florida tomorrow only. So there you go on that. And I'll be back here. Tomorrow's been fun on Sunday. So be prepared, guys. And after that, I'll be editing the rest of the Unspent content for the rest of you guys. So more details are away on that. Anyways, that wraps up for me. Say goodbye, peace out, baby. Back to Branden at Plumley, aka Fix Plum, Old Time Faye.
That's all right, Luke. I'll let it slide. Don't worry about that. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in on Vlog Weekly number 86. For Chris Kennedy, Luke Jeffers, and everybody who makes the show possible. This is William at Plum saying good night, and I'll see you guys next Friday for episode 87 of Vlog Weekly, and that's where we're gonna have Luke on Skype and my other guests on Discord. That way we can not have any snafus. Hopefully I can fix Soundflower. Whatever that's, well, actually, I don't know what, but anyway, I'll see what I can do to fix that. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode number, well, not Vlog Weekly, but for Hanging We Met Plum tomorrow. I want to say episode 58, if I'm not mistaken. And if it's not right, guys, then I guess I need to go back to Count Dracula and try to do the numbers, like a 1, a 2, a 58, a 60, and I'm getting over this crap. So, I'm getting over this crap. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow for Hanging We Met Plum with a special guest. That's going to be really, really exciting. So, stay tuned for that. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching Vlog Weekly, and we will see you guys next week for Vlog Weekly with more topics, more fun and comedy, and everything you love about Vlog Weekly is here to stay, guys. So have a good night, guys, and thank you for choosing Branden Plumley Television, and thank you for watching Wild Weekly tonight. So, until then, this is Remix Plum saying so long here at Ultracast Studios booth. This has been Wild Weekly on Branden Plumley Television, and this is the end, everybody. Have a good night, and thank you for watching of Wild Weekly.